If you're looking to hit Celestial this season of Marvel Rivals, here are 5 of my essential tips that could definitely help you out. And do me a favor, if you find this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, or you just enjoy the content in general, do me a favor of hitting that like and subscribe button. It greatly helps me out, and it's one of the best ways to help out the channel. But without further ado, let's dive straight in. Now, if you're looking to improve and climb the ranks, there are 3 essential areas to focus on, those being aim, positioning, and of course, hero mastery. In this segment, I'll break each of these down in detail, providing valuable insights that can help you progress. Whether you're in bronze, silver, gold, plat, and so on, simply mastering one of these aspects can significantly impact your performance and help you rank up. For instance, if your aim is superior, you can outgun your opponents and advance through the lower ranks with mechanical skill alone. Now, if you refine your positioning, you can consistently gain advantages over your enemies, leading to more impactful plays. Lastly, if you dedicate some time to truly understanding a hero's mechanics, you'll unlock their full potential, allowing you to maximize their effectiveness in battle. Starting off with positioning, understanding where to be and when. Your positioning should always be dictated by the hero you're playing. Understanding where to stand, when to engage, and how to control space will give you a competitive edge. Ranged duelists, for example, heroes like Hawkeye, Hela, Black Widow, or even Moon Knight, these heroes excel when they control high ground, granting them superior vision and safer engagement angles, versus flanking heroes, for example Black Panther, Magik, and even Psylocke. These heroes or characters thrive on off angles and flank routes, catching opponents off guard by attacking from unexpected positions. And if you're unfamiliar with the term off angles, they refer to positions where enemies aren't actively looking, allowing you to strike with minimal resistance. Something to keep in mind is that positioning isn't just crucial for duelists, it also applies to every role. If you find yourself constantly dying as a support, it's likely because you're standing too far in the open or failing to track enemy flankers. You always position yourself where you have line of sight on your teammates while staying protected from enemy threats. Now, if you are playing strategists, you also have to be aware that these heroes are often targeted by both enemies and frustrated teammates, so being mindful of high ground positions, flank routes, and cover is essential for survival. Now, when it comes to vanguards, as a frontline presence, your job isn't necessarily to get kills, but rather to create space for your team. And this can be done by pushing forward and displacing enemies from advantageous positions or contesting key locations like high ground to prevent long-range duelists from gaining control. And if you want to learn more about the tank role in Marvel Rivals, make sure to click top right where I have an entire breakdown. Take for example, if you're playing Groot and you see a Hela, maybe even a Punisher up on a high ground, well, you can place your walls in a way so that you can climb up to that advantageous spot and pressure whatever duelist is sitting on the high ground, forcing them either to reposition or just you end up securing the elimination. Now, if you actually want to admit to it, aim is the key to consistency. I would say if you're about platinum and below, improving your aim should be a daily priority. Many people neglect this fundamental skill, jumping straight into competitive matches without any warm-up. Although I can't really speak because I don't really warm up yet, I'm still in Celestial, I don't know how, but warming up and practicing aim could improve your overall skill. Now, here's a couple things you could do to help improve your aim. Now, I'm not going to say that these tips and steps are going to make you instantly better, but with some time you might see some slight improvement. First and foremost is none other than the practice range. Use this mode to refine your mechanics, reaction time, and shot accuracy. There's a lot of cool things you can do in the practice range. You have the bots, then you have the aim trainer itself. The next thing you can try out is Do Match. You go to your play tab, and where it says Do Match Arcade, all you do is pick your character, and it's a free-for-all match, throwing you against other players whose ranks are all over the place, so you don't know what you're really gonna get. Those are probably the best ways to warm up your aim. Now, there is one important thing that you need to know, is that there's a difference between aim training and warming up. Warm-ups get your muscle memory activated before a match, while dedicated aim training is about a long-term improvement. Now, there is also some type of hero mastery, or the long-term commitment. If you haven't spent at least 6 to 8 hours on any hero, I would say you haven't necessarily truly mastered them. Mastery isn't just about knowing their ability, it's about understanding the deeper mechanics, advanced combos, and meta shifts that come with experience. And my biggest tip is, instead of spreading yourself too thin, like I've stated in a ton of my other videos, is that it's far better to specialize in 2 to 3 heroes than to dabble in 7 different ones without truly mastering anything. Deep hero knowledge allows you to react to situations instinctively, making better plays without hesitation. Mastering aim, positioning, and hero mechanics will significantly increase your chances of ranking up. Now, while individual skill does matter, understanding the game's deeper mechanics will always give you the upper hand. So whether you're focusing on refining refining your aim, improving your positioning, or committing to a hero, make sure you approach your practice with a purpose. With consistent dedication, you'll see real improvement in your gameplay. And if you're looking to see an improvement in your overall diet and health, then I would definitely check out today's sponsor, Control. Are you tired of skipping meals or grabbing junk food because you're always on the go? Well, say hello to Control, the meal replacement shake that actually tastes amazing. Now, whether you're grinding through work, gaming late into the night, or just need a quick nutritious boost, Control has your back. Of course, packed with all the good stuff, proteins, vitamins, fiber, you'll feel full and fueled without sacrificing flavor. Oh, and did I mention the flavors? Cinnamon toast, fruity flakes, cookies and creams. It's like your favorite childhood cereals, but grown up and good for you. Now, not only that, they also have a wide variety of protein bars and even protein cookies, with my personal favorites being the peanut butter pieces cookies and of course the peanut butter s'mores protein bars. And let me tell you, these peanut butter s'mores bars are amazing and they're always sold out, so you should definitely get your hands on trying it. So stop settling for bland, boring shakes, level up your nutrition at drinkcontrol.com and take control of your day. That's drinkctrl.com. Go get yours now and make sure to use code DUCK for 10% at checkout. Now, whether you want to actually believe it or not, VOD reviewing is the secret to improvement. Simply put, VOD reviewing means watching replays of your own gameplay to analyze your mistakes and pinpoint areas for improvement. Let's be honest, most of us hate reviewing our own gameplay. The biggest hurdle isn't technical, it's psychological. I'll be honest, it's uncomfortable watching ourselves mess up. It's far easier to chalk up a loss to bad luck, poor teammates, or just move on and instantly queue up for another game. This cycle repeats endlessly, losing, queuing, losing again, without ever stopping to reflect on what actually went on. And let's be real, ego plays a huge role. A lot of players, myself included, won't admit our mistakes. We tell ourselves, oh, whatever, I won't make that mistake again. But the truth is, unless we actively identify and correct our errors, they will keep happening. Improvement doesn't happen by accident, it happens through intentional self-reflection. Now, I will say watching your own mistakes firsthand is actually humbling, but it's also necessary. It takes guts to sit down and say, okay, where did I mess up? What can I do better? And this level of honesty with yourself is what separates good players from great players. Now, it's not just for esports or gaming concept, this is what professionals in every field do. Take, for example, American football. They always, after, a loss or a win, they go back with their team and review what they've done, whether it be making the right or even wrong play. Learning from your mistakes is a crucial aspect of ranking up. At the end of the day, watching your own gameplay is a cheat code for getting better. It's not the most fun or glamorous part of improvement, but it's one of the most efficient and effective ways. Instead of endlessly grinding and hoping to improve, take a step back, analyze your mistakes, and refine your gameplay with intention. One of the most crucial tips in this entire video is simple yet profound. Everything is your responsibility. Now, I know what you're thinking, it can be my fault. I have terrible teammates who constantly throw my games. It's not me, it's them. But let me stop you right there. You're mistaken. The reality is that everything is indeed your fault. Yes, you'll encounter throwers, insta-lockers, and a lot of random chaos when you play solo. It often feels like the game is entirely out of your hands and the odds are always stacked against you. However, there is one thing that remains constant or consistent across every match, and that's you. You are the common denominator. The only factor you can truly amidst all this randomness is yourself. Your habits, your mistakes, and your mindset are all entirely within your power to change. Think of it this way, the more you work on yourself, the more consistent you become. And remember, the one consistent element in all of your matches is you. So instead of wasting energy complaining about unreliable teammates, focus on becoming a reliable player yourself. Now, this next tip revolves around risk versus reward in playmaking. No matter what role you play, tank, DPS, or support, you always have the potential to make impactful plays. Whether it's high risk, high reward engagement, or a calculated strategic move, understanding when and how to make action is critical to securing fights and ultimately winning games. Now, this quote-unquote play in this context means any action that you take could directly turn the tide of a battle, securing a key elimination, disrupting enemy positions, or setting up a game-winning moment. This could be as simple as a tank aggressively diving onto an isolated enemy, a DPS bursting down a priority target, or a support taking an off angle for a crucial crowd control ability like a sleep or some type of stun. When executed properly, these plays can shift momentum and win fights before they can even truly begin. But why do I feel like this is such a crucial tip to ranking up into Celestial? Well, risk taking is a fundamental part of competitive gaming, but the best players don't just take risks, they take smart risks. Understanding when to play aggressively and when to hold back is what separates high-level players from everyone else. Sometimes the best play you can make is no play at all, holding your ground, waiting for the right opportunity, and executing with precision. Instead of asking, how can I make a play, start asking, is this the right time to make a play? Mastering this mindset will make you a much more consistent and reliable player, helping you climb the ranks and win even more games. I know that the topic of counters isn't always the most fun discussion. People either hate acknowledging that counters exist or argue that everything is playable if you're skilled enough. But sadly, here's the reality. Some characters have extremely lopsided matchups in Marvel Rivals, and if you're unaware of them or choose to ignore them, you're actually putting yourself at a disadvantage. Not knowing how to counter specific heroes can lead to frustration, unnecessary losses, and situations where you feel helpless, even though the solution was right there, swapping characters, adjusting your strategy, or adapting your playstyle. So what's your takeaway from this? Why do I feel that counters are such a vital role to ranking up even to Celestial? For the fact that the bottom line is that counters exist and ignoring them puts you at a disadvantage. Most of the time, people are being a main of one hero in Marvel Rivals, and they never want to swap to help the team. And that's where you're completely wrong, as it puts you at a complete disadvantage. You need to recognize bad matchups before they become a problem. Be willing to switch heroes or adjust your playstyle. Don't make the game harder for yourself by stubbornly sticking to something that just isn't working. If you keep losing the same way and refuse to adapt, that's not bad luck, that's just bad decision making. Understanding counters won't just help you win more games, it'll make you a smarter, more adaptable player overall. Now with all of that being said, hopefully these 5 tips help you rank up to the rank of Celestial in Marvel Rivals. Now do me a favor, if you find yourself coming back on the regular, and if you might see my videos or shorts pop up in your feed, do me that tremendous favor of hitting that like and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me to turn this into a full-time gig. But regardless, I can't thank each and every one of you for watching this video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.